Y'all give me 1 second. Let me test and see if this is working. Give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Man, I'm so full. I just ate some pizza from Domino's. Let's see if it's working, y'all. Oh yeah, okay, we good. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if the tab switch. Always gotta check that. Let's see if the tab switch. Okay, tab switch. I do want to move this up a little bit. Let's try to move this up. See what that look like. Let me see. I bring it down a little, just a little. That should be good right there. Let's see. I want y'all to see the time. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good right there. That's perfect. All right, now let's get into this. Excuse me. Stock market recap, man, for September 8th. September 8th, 2025. September 8th, 2025, Monday. This is a Monday, y'all. This is Monday. Let's go ahead and get into it. We had some nice price action, man. We end up having a lot of the trades that we were expecting to go through and play out. End up doing it today. And we were able to capitalize off of it. Give me 1 second. I just got a notification. All right, I should be straight now. No more distractions. But like I said, a lot of our trades that we've been sitting and we did our analysis for it on Sunday. They end up already playing out already at the beginning. I told y'all we could just go straight up and go ahead and the trade can already play out, which it did do. A couple of our trades, not all of them, but a couple of them. So we're gonna go into that. Let's first go over SPY. What happened so far on SPY for today? On the daily, we're jumping over to daily. Now for SPY. For the daily for SPY, pretty much nothing really crazy happened. We did end up closing green though. Even though it's like a doji green, we still end up closing green regardless. Man, excuse me, man. It must be because of all that pizza I ate. We did end up closing green right here. Like I said, we pretty much didn't move crazy. Pretty much open where we close where we opened it. We ended up closing at 648.83. But regardless of the fact it's a green candle, now we're able to set that this red line down here. We should be able to set it below this red, and we shouldn't be expecting the market to come back below. So we should be able to say 643.33. You really don't want to see the market come below there, honestly. Even if it do, it's still fine. Our overall uptrend structure still is intact. It's just, all right, well, now we got to wait until we see market structure shift, more likely to come into this fair value gap, then bounce out, give us market shift to go higher. If it does come back and take this low. But currently we're expecting, since it turned green, we got a green daily counter. What do we expect? Market should be looking for what? Highs. Well, if we're in the uptrend, what should it be looking for? A higher high. So we are expecting this 652 get taken out, man. We expected to get taken out before the market decides to come down here. Of course, y'all see I set an alert there though, just in case the market come down to that 643.33 level. Like I said, if it comes down into the 643.33 level, we do expect it to come bounce off this fair value gap, or at least come into the fair value gap. We don't know. It don't have to bounce on it. It could close in it and do what we said, switch to the downside, or it can come tap it, and then we see market shift to go higher. Um, but yeah, Sunday we said. We said, hey, we can see SPY being above these hourly levels. We said, hey, SPY could open up top and just never come down here and just go straight up to the high, which we did. We opened up above both the hourly gaps. So we haven't seen SPY come back down to it yet. So it could potentially just go straight up to the highs without coming to retest these hourly gaps. But based on the daily, we got our green candle. We expecting some highs to come because, like we said, if they come down here, that's a lower low. That's not an uptrend. All right. Looking at the hourly, pretty much it looked like we was in some consolidation. It pretty much kind of looked like what I was looking for on ES. I believe on ES we drew a box on this fair value gap, and we was like, we want to see what the market does when it gets to the top of that fair value gap. Are we going to actually close above and then push to the highs, or is we going to reject and come back down? I told y'all yesterday on our analysis, hey, we we may go sideways because I was like, I don't know if we want to go straight to the top of the box on ES. We might go sideways for a little bit, then go higher. And that's kind of like what the market is doing. They're going sideways a little bit, and we potentially may be going higher next. All right. And like we said, no news was today. Well, on that original stream, we said it was news on Tuesday, but there's no news on Tuesday either. Based on my old investing.com website that I use, cause y'all know I was trying to use this trading view over here on the side, but I'm getting a lot of people saying it's not reliable for economic calendar. Getting a lot of news and hearing it, but SPY always we still expect them to be bullish. Now we really think, hey, this should be our entry. We should be getting in. If you ain't in the spot right now, right before this candle had closed, you gotta hope that it don't just shoot straight up in pre-market and come take that high. If it doesn't, you can look for potential entries on that 1 hour, or if it just open up somewhere close to this kind of close, you probably can get in and set your stop loss down there. But that's a $5 stop loss if you really, risk it or not. Um, but yeah, SPY pretty much not that crazy movement. ES, um, ES did most of his movement yesterday when Sunday had opened up. So it did most of his movement then, and then once the market opened up, it did the exact same thing SPY did. We didn't really move. Um, but like we said with SPY, we got our green candle. We just had made that higher high, and this potentially could be our higher low if this green we had got our green candle. We was like, okay, we expect us to make a higher high that'll solidify this level here. Now we could do the same thing with SPY. So actually on SPY, I'm supposed to make that a pink line, not a red one until we make a higher high. So my bad, y'all. I'm supposed to make this a pink line until we make that new higher high. It's what we expecting to be our solidified level, but it's not solidified yet until we make that new high. So same thing for ES. It's supposed to be a pink line right there. Give me 1 second. It's supposed to be a pink line at the bottom of here because we are expecting this to hold up since we just got our green candle. All right. Like I said, so we expecting the highs to get taken. That's what we expecting, but it can very well continue to go sideways. So be careful. Like I said, pretty much ES did most of his movement on Sunday evening. As y'all can see where it was Sunday started. Sunday started right here, and that was most of the movement right here. Once it got up here, now y'all see we pretty much just went sideways. We went up a little bit, but we just pretty much went sideways after that. Me personally, I did not trade ES. I did not trade SPY today. I told y'all Sunday night or yesterday night. I was liking NQ a little bit more than ES. I said NQ had a lot more room to go to the upside, so that's what I went for was NQ long. MNQ long, not regular NQ. I should have got regular NQ, but MNQ is what I looked at. But like we said, we trying to see when it get up to the top of this gap, what does it want to do? Is it going to close above on the hourly to continue to take us to that higher high, or is we gonna come up here and fail to close above? That's the key. That's the key. All right, now NQ, this is what I told y'all had more potential to the upside, which it did. All right, NQ. Last Sunday night or last night, whatever you want to call it, we were right here on NQ. We opened up down here at that 23,673 area. And I told you I was like, hey, NQ got two targets to the upside. It kind of was lagging behind ES a little bit. So I was like, hey, NQ actually can push a little bit more in a more of a range than ES could. And I told you, I said, even when the market opened up last night, I was like, it really could just go ahead and get in now, y'all, and just hold it to the morning. And that's what I did. I grabbed one MQ after the stream, held it to the morning, and grabbed some more in the morning. But MQ is trying to set up to go get this higher high. We got our green candle. This is our pink line now. I don't know how I already got. Oh, maybe because I had got on earlier. I was about to say I don't know how I got this pink line already, but yeah, it's still looking bullish on MNQ, on ES, all of them. Still got our target at 23,902. Next target at 2468. All right. Now with MNQ, that same fair value gap we had for ES, MNQ already had broke out of it. Only thing is, when it broke out of it, it failed to retest. You see that? It ended up closing back inside. So we got to see a breakout, retest, and then go. It got to be successful on a retest. Okay? If y'all want, y'all can mark that gap up. But that fair value gap, but I'm not gonna mark it up just 'cause I don't want too many drawings on my chart. I like to keep it kind of as simple as I can. Yeah. But this definitely was a nice move today. MNQ was the actual play versus ES. All right. Then I want to go over. Let's go over. This is another trade I took. I don't know if the drawing's on here or not. This was another trade I took. Yeah, it is. This was another trade I took on my Forex on Oanda. It was that's a nice I don't know if you call it scalp because I actually held the trade a good while. It took a little while for this trade to play out. But it wasn't a crazy. I wasn't looking for a big move though. So, but yeah, I was on Euro USD. I know I don't really do the market analysis on the Forex, y'all. I might start including Euro USD because usually I trade Euro USD. I'm trying to get to trading US 30. I used to trade it, but I when I first jumped in, I didn't know what I was doing and was getting wrecked. So I just went to the easier pairs, that are a lot smoother and slower. But I'm gonna go back to that US 30, and we might start doing analysis on that also. But for Euro USD, I actually kind of mistakenly got in this trade by mistake, y'all. If y'all see, this was, I believe this was Sunday. Well, let's say Monday. So technically this was the Sunday counter. this Monday candle. I mistakenly got in my trade. I'm trying to see how did I even make a mistake again? That's what I'm trying to see. Cause I definitely was bullish. Definitely was bullish on it. Um, I don't even know. Oh, that what it was. Cause I was trying to see. Cause I was like, we never closed above this candle high. That's why this green line here, instead of it being at the actual high that I was supposed to have the green target line was right here. I wanted to see if we was gonna actually close above this line here, which was the old original high that we kept failing to close above. As y'all can see, this 1.17303 level. I was supposed to wait on the market to come down here and retest this daily. I don't know why I got it green. This daily fair value gap. I was waiting on the market to come retest it. It did already had do. I mean, it already had retested that daily fair value gap. And when I was telling myself like, hey, I'm gonna wait on it to come down there and retest it, like y'all can see, it already retested. So once I already seen it had retested it, I was like, well, I'm gonna wait on market structure shift to go long. Yes, I did see this market structure shift here. But I personally was really waiting on it to break this high. Um, on this big red candle right here at this 172. I mean 1.721918. I was waiting on that to get broken, but I actually jumped in early. Like I jumped in right here, um, which was still not a bad entry. It actually gave me a better entry. If I was up here, I would have got less profit, but I kind of just jumped in a little too early than I wanted to. But it still played out. I mean, it's still us having our top down announcement still ended up keeping us good. Um, my original target I had y'all was actually right here to take these highs out. I adjusted my target. Well, I actually just got out. That's why y'all see it's sitting right there. I just ended up closing it, manually closing the trade. Um, cause I was up on this trade, this initial first trade that y'all see. I was already up. Didn't see no drawdown other than when I first got in, like right there. Um, which so it was moving nice. It was moving real nice. Um, it was moving real nice. Like I said, my target was up here. Then I seen some rejection coming. When I saw them rejection coming, then I saw that red candle, and I saw that second green candle uh come. I was like, okay, if this second green candle can't close above where this red and this green overlap, I was just gonna close. And literally that what happened. I ended up closing it. Once I seen that candle fail to close above both these two candle bodies, I ended up closing the trade. I was like, we're gonna retrace. I just didn't want to deal with the retrace. So I just got out. Um, and then this second one y'all see right here when we did that pullback right there, when we pulled back right here initially and we start pushing back up, I entered in some more positions right here. Entered in some more position and I set my stop loss at the bottom of this wick. Um, which was nice because that was perfect that I did add them positions because I ended up maximizing profits. Other than me holding it to my actual TP that I was supposed to. But like I said, once I seen that happen, I closed both the trades. I probably could have kept this initial one, but this one I was up more because I went heavier on versus this one I was pretty light on. I probably was okay with just taking that right there. Um, so it did pull back, and literally when it pulled back, I came back and looked 2 hours later, y'all, and it shot straight up to my TP. I was like, that highly. So once it shot up to my TP, I was like, I honestly can see us keep pushing. So I just waited a second. Once I seen that first red, I got in a long. So I'm currently sitting in one long right now. So I actually need to do the drawing, but I'm in it real light just because it just took this high. So I'm in it real light. I actually need to put this drawing on here. So I literally got in right here. Now my stop loss, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. My stop loss it's supposed to be up here, but my stop loss like all the way down here at this fair value gap. Cause I just want to see if it's gonna keep running. Where my target was these highs. This is what I was looking for. These highs over here. So that's the ultimate target right there. So we want to see if it can still push up to there. Like I say it could come and jump and back into this fair value gap. But it's fine. Like I said, I'm in the real light. And down here I was in I was in like 5 times the position I got in right here. And then in this position I'm 2 times that. Literally I'm at the smallest you can get in right here. So even if I lose on it, it ain't doing nothing at all. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to go over there because I was like, I never did analysis for forex pairs for y'all, but I still trade them here and there. The only reason I kind of jumped on this Euro USD today was just because once I seen ES was kind of slow, I said, let me check out the forex pair. And when I just came straight to one of my favorite pairs to go trade, and it was Euro USD, and I just seen the setup. So, um, yeah, that's what happened. And we end up catching 2 winners. This one could be a winner if I just close it, but I'm not gonna close it till we potentially go to that high one. Come stop me out. All right, now let's finally get into the stocks that we went over on our weekly analysis. First thing first, big boy crowd, y'all. I did not get in this trade. I kind of a little bit upset because I could have got in it. I just wasn't paying attention to it, y'all, because I wasn't expecting us to push too crazy. I did expect us to push up. We did kind of call this, y'all. Sunday we said, what did we say? We said crowd strike. We said it made that higher high. We said we need to see if it can close above this daily cap. I told y'all, I said, hey, when it comes to crowd strike, I do not want to see it opening up below this daily gap. I don't care if it closes inside. I mean, open up inside or open up above, cause that's good, cause we can just push straight up. But I said if it opens up below, I ain't messing with it. You know what I'm saying? Which it did perfectly what we needed to do. It opened up inside. That's what we said we needed, and then it ended up pushing straight up. So it did everything that we said to a T. It's just honestly, me personally, I don't like purchasing contracts on Mondays, y'all. Especially the ones that, cause I be trying to maximize. I'm trying to get it when it's dirt cheap, then buy a whole bunch of, 'em, and then get 300% on the trade and stuff. That's how I like to trade. Me personally, I just like purchasing them when they real cheap. Like I know I could have purchased that contract, cause like I said, I'm expecting to get up to that 420 area, so I could have had gotten some longs at this 418, and then at least held it up to this 425. Cause that would have been a nice move, but the contract I know is gonna be like $700-800 being only two out the money. So I'm like, me personally, I like spending like three at the most, and that gotta be like I really, really want to play this trade. Um, Usually, me personally, I like to spend like 150 on the contract, 250 on the contract, maybe get about four of them, or something like that. That's how I like to do, and then just hold. And really, my main things I like to do is, I can go buy a $60 contract, and anything I know, that $60 contract turns to $400. That's how I like to do it in one day. So I usually the zero. A lot of people be scared of zero DTE contracts, but that's where I thrived at when I first started trading. Um, it is the pros and cons to it because if your trade don't play out right away, hey, all the money gone. But if you can get that timing up good, zero DTEs, I'm gonna say one DTE. Don't touch those zero DTEs until you like all the way ready. Do at least two or one DTE. Um, if you want to do it like that. But the safer way is yes, buy it out for the whole week, buy it out for 2 weeks, buy it out for a month. That's the safer way. You just got to put way more money up front, and you probably ain't gonna get more than one contract. Um, but I just went on a whole little rant. But basically, to say I didn't buy because I just didn't want to buy because in my head Mondays I don't like buying contracts like expensive contracts on Mondays. Um, and like I said, I was watching this. I literally was watching CrowdStrike. I said, yeah, CrowdStrike finna push. And I'm not kicking myself, but I was like, man, you still could have got in because it moved $10. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice move on CrowdStrike, especially if I'm expecting it to come up to these 430s. Literally, I'm buying at 418 and go up to 438. That's a $20 move. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Even if you kind of overspent for the contract a little bit, it's still beautiful because we barely had pullback. So I know the contracts literally was just pumping the whole time because we barely even had a pullback today. Um, Pretty much we just moving straight up. Um, but yeah, for our expectations for CrowdStrike for the rest of the week though, y'all know I'm looking for CrowdStrike to break this downtrend. I want to see CrowdStrike break this downtrend. We just made our higher highs. We potentially could see a higher low coming to get set. So look out for Tuesday if it tries to turn red. Um, Watch out for that. If it tries to turn red, then we gotta wait until green comes. Then we can get back in the long. But if Tuesday closed green, I'm gonna be honest. If Tuesday closed green, I kind of think it's gonna already come tap this fair value. I mean this trend line. Um, Because did we run into anything? I don't see the next gap is right here at 433. Look over here to the left. We closed above this gap. Yeah, I don't think we ran into anything. So I think we at least should be seeing 433 coming to get tapped before we even start seeing the market trying to come down a little bit. But yeah, um, y'all know that 448 is our ultimate target. That's what I'm saying. See, like when I'm sitting here saying, I'm like, dang man, you literally could have bought it at even at 420. And that's 20. That go to 448. That's $28 move, almost $30 move. But it's fine though. You get some, you win some, you lose some. We ain't lose none. We just didn't get in it. um, but yeah, it already played out. The first part that we needed that breakable. I told y'all now, as long as we can stay above, we really want to see that retest of this. If we can somehow get a red candle and come retest it, that'd be beautiful. But it might, honestly, I'm gonna say this. I'll be okay without a retest just because if it don't retest it and we get a red counter up here and we flip green, that means it's real strong that it really want to break through this trend line. Versus if it come all the way back down here to retest, it kind of weakened the momentum a little bit. Yes, it still can go break, but it kind of weakened it a little bit. Okay, and really, let me see something. So we got that higher high, lower low. Yeah, we definitely got to come back up here. 448. We definitely got to come up here if we want to be bullish. All right. Yeah, dang man, I ain't gonna lie. We might have to jump across right tomorrow, y'all. Depending on what it look like. Meta. Now this one played out to a T. Meta went straight to our TP. We were able to get right back out, and they come right back down. Kind of like how Friday was. It went straight to our TP, got out, left it alone. Um, what we said with Meta, we said Meta finally is doing what the break and retest of this big gap. We got the break. This potentially can be the retest, but we just need a green count. Now, I'm gonna say this. Yes, it got the higher high, but to me, since it's still red, we still technically doing the retest of this. Not until I see the green counter come through, cause I need to see the uptrend forming. Yes, this is a higher high, but I need to see that green. I need that next green counter to come. You know what I'm saying? So it's like technically it did the retest. It's kind of like when y'all know how when I tell y'all if we got green and say this next one green, but it did tap this gap. Technically it did retest it, but it wasn't a red candle in the mix, so I don't count it. The same thing for once we doing the retail, like hey, we got red in the mix, but we never flip. I want to see that green counter come in. Okay. Um, but it still hit T. Like I said, it hit TP though. Yeah, like I told you, I said yesterday. I think I told you, I said if Meta opens up right here where this red counter open, I mean where this red counter closed, get in them loans, and you can set that stop loss at the bottom of this red counter at 744. And what happened? I said, and I told you, I said, because you can say you're saying your stop loss is 744, but you aim for 761, 762. And look what happened. It went to 63. What it went to? 66. It went all the way up to 66. Um, so yeah, it was literally went straight to TP. Like I said, it went straight to TP. Let me try to show y'all. Literally, soon the market opened up. I told y'all if it opened up right there by it, get them alone instant. Now the contract to me, the meta contract wasn't as bad as the CrowdStrike. I think that 61 one was only maybe because it was farther out the money. Cause on CrowdStrike I was looking to get into CrowdStrike 420, I think 420s contract where it was already at 418 when it opened up. Versus Meta, I was looking for the 760 contract where it opened up at 753, 755. So it's like it was farther out the way. Maybe that's why. But literally, by that contract right here, aim for our target, our 61. Stop loss supposed to be right at the bottom of this these red counts at 53. We're straight to target and you get out. So you see you could have still held it. But soon as right here this happens, this market structure shift, get out. Soon you seen that, get out at 762. Uh, but what my analysis for Meta is now, we swept the high, failed to close above the high, and close red. So I'm actually thinking we're gonna come shoot back down. Uh, I do expect us to shoot back down. Me personally, I kind of think we're gonna shoot pretty decent down. Um, just because it swept it and flipped red. If somehow the only way I can see us just going straight green if we gap up. But I ain't talking about like it ain't gonna be a gap right here. But I'm talking about like you see where it closed right here at 752. Say if we somehow open at 755, 756. That's the only kind of way I can see us just going straight up. Um, other than that, I feel like we gotta kind of dip like to 740s and then go up. Let me see what the aftermarket looking like. The aftermarket. It's coming up some on the aftermarket a little bit, but it's technically in the downtrend. So it might. That's what I'm saying. I kind of think we got to come to these 740, then go up. But regardless of the fact, if we want to stay bullish, what we need to see, y'all, a green candle. Because right now, these is just showing me the lows. This is showing me the lows. We need to see a green candle, then it should come take that high. Okay? But I kind of like I said, I kind of feel like we might come down deep 740s. If it come down in there, y'all grab them loans again. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. If we come down to 745, grab you a loan. All right. Ain't even. I'm gonna say grab you a loan, man. Look for that. Look for that. You technically y'all need to wait till market structure shift. But me personally, I'm finna grab at least one loan. It come down to 745. Um, I'm gonna be looking to hold all the way back to the 766 again. All right. Next we got. Oh, I gotta tell y'all remember the swing trade we had on Walmart? We remember I told y'all we had bought 101 and 102 contracts when Walmart was down at like 90 something dollars. It was like 90. What was it? They wasn't at no 96. Where was it? 90. It was like at 99. Yeah, right here. We ended up grabbing some more contracts because we originally had bought it on Monday. Was it Monday? What we had bought that first contract? Was it Monday? It probably was Monday. 29th. It had to be Monday. Monday or Tuesday. The one they earnings had came out that week before, and I was like, no, nah, they're not gonna sit down. Yeah, it was one of these days we ended up originally purchasing. But like we said, um, and I had added one more when it came right here. Um, we was holding it, we was swinging. I don't even know what all these drawings is right here, y'all. Oh, I think that was just my alerts to let me know when it's crossing certain levels. We just delete it. We don't really need none of that because the trade over. Yeah, we just remove everything. It's fine. Um, yeah, we was expecting Walmart to come back up to this 102. Main reason because what? Overall big picture, we looking at that uptrend. Look at that uptrend overall big picture. Excuse me, man. We definitely was looking for Walmart to come to this 102 level. 102, what's the high? 102.65. We want to see if Walmart can break past, retest, and then push all the way back to this 104, these highs over here. Once Walmart does that, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Walmart got a lot of potential, y'all. Because if it can do this, break, retest, and push up to that high, one daily candle close above on 104. Walmart probably gonna push up to that 106, 107. We can see Walmart going. It's straight shooting up. Really can push probably up to 110 just because y'all gotta think. This is a big, this is like, let me show y'all. Let me go to the monthly. This will be the new higher high. Y'all know how the market works, right? We got expansion, consolidation, expansion, right? Well, the expansion usually is the biggest movement, right? Well, look how big this push was on this higher high. We kept going, kept going, kept going. Then we consolidate, right? If we break and get that daily candle above, even if the monthly candle be above, the expansion gotta run at least a little bit, right? They gotta run a little bit. So if the monthly close above that level, I can see Walmart coming up to that like 115, 120 area. Before it start, giving us a little bit of read. On a daily, same thing on daily. Zoom out on Walmart. Look at this huge consolidation, y'all. Huge consolidation. We break out, I can see it coming up, like I said, to that 110, 112 area on a daily. Well, of course, 107 to be my first. Well, probably 105 just to have it like whole number. Might be 105 first, then I'm looking for that 110, Man, Walmart got some potential, y'all. That was the best, but that was beautiful buy down there on Spy, y'all. I mean on dang I said Spy on Walmart. When it came down here after the earnings and dropped, I was like, man, Walmart is not finna be at no $96. Bro. I already know it ain't like when Target down there. So all I did was just wait on some green cows. I seen them two green. I was like, I ain't really confident in those, but I should have bought. I was a little mad at myself. I bought late. I bought late. So yeah, I ended up buying on Tuesday. That what it was. I ended up buying on Tuesday because I bought late, y'all. I waited. I waited because I didn't really like the first green one. I ain't like. I like it still can come drop. The second one I ain't really like. It still can come drop. The third one I should have got in. Right here on this Friday one, I should have got in. But I ain't get in until the Tuesday one. And it was like the end of the Tuesday one. Got in. I still had a nice move up though, y'all. I still caught a nice move up, sold a couple. It pulled back, got me some more. And then we just held. Swing trade. We bought the Walmart contracts out for 2 weeks. Cause we know it's gonna get up there. We just ain't know what week it was gonna get up there. So that usually that's kind of rare for me to be buying them out 2-3 weeks. Uh, Cause once I get past, oh, I'm finna swing it past 3 weeks. Usually I just buy the stock itself. So I'm like, okay, I kind of think this stock just gonna keep moving. But that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for this 102, 102.65. Get taken. I want to see a cold break and hold above on the daily. We hold above there, retest, push past this gap right here. I see that gap. Let me zoom in, son. Push past this daily gap. Push past this daily gap. Kind of like how CrowdStrike did, y'all. Push past that daily gap. Now, I don't really want to. Once we break and retest, say if we break and retest underneath that daily gap, so it'd be like that. I kind of don't want us to retest the daily gap. I want us just to shoot straight up to the high. Because if we break, retest, then break again, then come back to try to retest again, I think it kind of gonna kill that momentum to where we'll still sweep the high, but we probably sweep the high at 105 and then just come right back down. So I don't want to see break and retest twice. And if you ain't on spot, if you ain't in Walmart loans, I'm gonna tell you now, get into Walmart loans, y'all. It's gonna go. It's going up to that 105 within like I want to say within like 2 weeks. You're gonna see 105. All right, so go and get them loans. All right. And this is the thing I want to tell y'all. Look, the contract I bought, the contract that I bought here, um, was 110 on this Friday. It was 110. I mean not 110, $10. This contract was $10. The 102 contract was $10 on Friday. Literally today, when this candle came and did this, they $178 for one contract. It was $10 when I purchased it down here. It's 178 for one contract now, off of one day, and we can hold it till Friday. All right, which we not gonna hold it Friday. I'm gonna close it once it get to this high, cause I don't we ain't playing no game. Once it get right here, we closing. We already closed. What the? We already closed all the rest. We literally in one contract left, so we want to actually see the target get hit. Um, but yeah, but we could hold it to Friday, but I ain't. Nah, I just want my target, and then I want to see what it do after that. But Walmart one, I'm telling y'all, look, it gonna get to that 105 in about 2 weeks. Let me see this weekly count. Let me make sure if I just tell y'all. Yeah, it's going to that 105 about 2 weeks, y'all. It's, unless somehow we get a red week. I don't think we get no red week. I think we finna come get these highs. All right. Yeah. Tell y'all, Walmart that play. Um, Tesla. Go check out Tesla. I didn't even look at Tesla today, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. We didn't even look at Tesla. What did we say our game plan was on Tesla? What did we say the game? Oh, we said that it is moving. It is moving. Excuse me, in an uptrend. It look like we getting that retest of the daily gap though. We did sweep that high though. So technically, it did what it was supposed to do. After a green candle ended up taking that high, but now it's the reverse. It look like we potentially finna retest the daily gap. We didn't touch it quite yet. So might see it open up, get us a nice long wick. If it can push back out, I don't know. Maybe it open up down. It just don't look good for when Tesla come in this gap. It really don't look good, y'all. It like, let me see. So went up, down, up, up, down, up, down. Only way I can see if it come tap down in here, it gotta go push back up to 350. It has to push back up to 350 to keep that bullish momentum. If it somehow failed to go to 350 and it come to like 347, man, I think it might just straight down. It might straight down. But you never know. If we get a green candle, if we get a gap up, get a green candle, it can push up to them highs. Alright. But really, just keep following the trend, y'all. So we just ended with red. You gotta wait till the next green candle, then get them wrong until the trend break. All right. And then I seen Broadcom had went crazy, y'all. Where is it? It went up like $16. It probably had dropped some though after I seen. I think this is right here. So it say $10. It was a $16 last time I seen it though. Yeah, this is it. End up pushing right back down. I was like, dang, that mother shot up crazy. Hold on, y'all. When did Broadcom earnings come out? Let me see something. Now, why the heck I got all these drawings on here? If I know we had, didn't we go over this together? Or no? If we ain't go over this together, and these old drawings, then I understand. It's like old drawings, long time ago. But if this recent drawings, I wish you show me the date. Do it show you the date? Object tree. Let me see if it show you the date. Because I want to know, is this old or new when I made these drawings? 'Cause I'm trying to see, why do I got that many drawings on here? Nah, you don't even, I don't know how to see it. AVGO. Yeah, I don't know how to see the date. Mm-hmm. But it definitely broke through our targets for sure. It broke straight through it. Let's delete this though, cause I want to kind of see it clear. I don't know how I ain't looking for this for the earnings though. September 4th. That was my fault, y'all. I ain't even look at this for no earnings. How did I not look at this? I don't know. Cause that mother definitely went crazy. What I about to say? Oh yeah, it had shot up $16. But we finna mark this chart up though, cause I'm a little confused why I didn't play these earnings. High, low, high. So this was the target. We just shot past it. This should be the next target. Green. We got our green counter for this low. I ain't gonna lie. We might get in Broadcom that week, y'all. And aim for that 356. I hope it can come down some. Let us get in at like 340. Let us get in at like 340. Let it have $16 range to the upside versus $10 range to the downside, or $9 range to the downside. Or just somehow we get blessed where it just shoot all the way down 330s. It come down to 330s and we could get in and take it up to 356. Um, somehow, somehow. But this supposed to be a pink line, cause it ain't solidified until we take that high, y'all. So it very well can come break this high. I mean, it's low. Now this low is technically this low is solidified low. Yeah. Dang, I ain't gonna lie. Look, y'all watch out. Broncon 356 might be the play. Let's go to the hourly. Broncon 356 might be the play. I just wish it can come down a little bit more. Somehow come. Let me see if I can find a gap it can come bounce off of. I just want you to come down a little bit more for me. I see one gap, man. It's all the way down here. If somehow we can come down here, somehow let some news just spike it down. Something. Man, I'm gonna grab that contract so fast. I'm gonna put some alert when it start coming in the 30 range. In case it just somehow spike down there. Just let me know. If we say we just get some news come out and it just spike down, oh, feel me quick. And on 356 long. I don't care if it's out the money, cause I know we going to 356. Oh man, that's even better for me. Let's see. Do we see any? We don't see. We see this one. This 1 hourly gap. So it could come down here and bounce. I mean, that's cool. 340. Like I said it's an alright trade. It could come down there. We gotta see. Alright. I really don't even need all these dang alerts for I just really need just that one. Cause I'll be looking at it once it come down to 340. But it come down here, man. When I tell y'all, well, I'm gonna set that long so fast. It come down here, we getting that long so quick. Come on, quit all that lagging, please. We grabbing that long TP to the high. Well, you can even just aim for this little high, but I'm aiming for the main high at 356. Stop loss. Right here. Stop loss right there. That's the trade. That's the trade. Oh, like I said, we could possibly get put in at the 340. I ain't gonna like it as much. But yeah, this Broncos look crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's a $16 move. I don't know how they contracts move though. That's the thing. So me saying, oh, it's $16 move, it might not be nothing for our company. It might not even give me no money for it. Alright, let's go to the video though. Check out the video chart. Oh, and Amazon, I seen Amazon shout out, y'all. So we might check them out too. NVIDIA, what did we say with NVIDIA? I'm gonna have to go back and watch our streams though. I think I said on the video. Oh yeah, I remember. We said in the video, whichever direction it closed, so we can play in the video either direction. Whichever direction it closed out of this daily gap, we going with that direction. So if it closed above, we going for the uptrend trade to this key level. If it closed below, we going for the downtrend trade. So yeah, today we try to push up, but we failed to close above. So hey, can't get it, can't get in. Can't get into that daily candle close above. But it did close green. It's telling us market want to make a high. If you want to continue that downtrend, it gotta come through this low. Alright, if you want to continue the downtrend, it gotta through that low. If you want to reverse to uptrend, it gotta come take these highs. Okay? Really, Nvidia, I ain't even, like I said, I ain't really even studying Nvidia until it closed above or below this daily. Yeah. But, let's go over Amazon, and then after that, y'all, I think I'm gonna just be looking at the charts on my phone and stuff, and I'm gonna just look at different setups that look good, and then hopefully tomorrow I can show y'all some more stocks that I possibly see getting ready to shoot out or explode, whatever. I ain't trying to say the wrong word, man. Dang. Amazon, yeah, Amazon went nicely, moved up three. It really moved up. Like, I seen it up like $4 or $5 today. But Amazon finished up. It cleaned up his job. It ended up taking that last high that we had for a target. It finished his job. Let me see. I don't know what these for. We can delete them. Oh, that was for the soft load. But we still gonna delete them regardless. All right, delete the targets because it took the target. Now it failed to close above this target. Y'all know what that means. Potential pullback. So you might see slight pullback, but it did close green, so that's still telling us market looking for a high. So it can slight pullback, then push back up, possibly overtaking this high. All right, and we trying to see if we can close above. If we get one grid counter close below, over with. We coming all the way back down. All right, coming back down to at least like that 332, 330 flat range. Okay. Technically, I'm gonna keep this line here because I want to see if we ever eventually close above that level. We do got this gap here. I'm not gonna mark it because it'll overlap with that gap, but I do see it. I am aware of it. So technically, you could get it along on Amazon. Soon the market open, you could get it along, if you want. But like I said, just be careful because it's already at this high. It can come up and still fail to close above, and we just shoot straight down. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Y'all got an hour of me. Like I said, I'm probably gonna sit down, look at these charts myself, and find out some good trades. We haven't gotten no swing trade other than our Walmart that we last. Um, we ain't getting no new swing trades yet, so we're gonna look and see. That CrowdStrike probably should have been one of them that we should have got in to hold for the end of the week. We might jump in that one tomorrow. We'll have to look and see if we get a good entry. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all boys go. Y'all have a good one.